Okay, for this one, I'm going to be talking about taking care of a violin slash viola. Violas are made out of wood, so they're very, very sensitive to temperature changes and humidity changes. So you want to make sure that you're not keeping it anywhere super hot or super cold. Example of that would be like your car. Like right now it's February and like 20 degrees outside. You should leave the instrument in your car. That'd be really bad. Because if it gets too cold, it can damage the wood. And it can even cause your strings to snap. Which, when your strings, if all of these were to snap, there's a very good chance that the bridge will also come off, which can cause the sound pushed inside to move around, which can cause a lot of problems. You need immediate visit to the shop for the instrument. Something you'd never want to do. Well, you always want to pick the instrument up by the neck, by this part here, or kind of by this part, by the shoulder. You never ever want to pick it up by the strings. That's very, very bad news. Because if you do that, bad things can happen. When you put a shoulder rest on, you want to make sure that there's no pressure on the bridge or the strings. So you want to lay it flat between your legs while you put this on, so it doesn't cause any problems for this bridge or anything. When you're putting the instrument away, you want to make sure you always take this off, and for your bow, always loosen the bow hairs, because if you leave them super tightened, it'll snap. The bow will snap, which is not good. When you get the instrument out, make sure you put the shoulder rest on correctly, making sure that you tighten the bow hairs just a little bit. When I was in orchestra, I was always taught about a pencil. A pencil should be able to fit through that without a problem. You also, with a bow, want to make sure you never ever touch the bow hairs, because the oils from your fingers and hands will make it so the bow hair doesn't sound. It doesn't work, which is not something you want with your instrument. You're always going to want to rosin your bow before use, because without the rosin, the instrument won't sound. And then after you finish playing, you want to make sure that you wipe down the strings with the microfiber cloth, so that it can clean the strings. You can also wipe down the rest of the instrument in case it's any rosin on it as well. In terms of like string care, you want to make sure that you're changing the strings every six months or so, because over time they just wear out, and you want to make sure that they're in good condition at all times. When you change your strings, you want to make sure you're not just doing one at a time. You don't want to do all four of them. Like I mentioned before, if you do all four, the bridge will come off, and that can cause other issues inside the instrument that you don't want. And bow-wise, your bow should be rehaired once a year. It's a lot less than strings, but doing that will make sure that the bow stays in good condition. And yeah, overall, that's instrument care for violin/viola.